They say a dog is a man's best friend. But what happens when that friend becomes your shield? Your partner? Your only source of comfort in a war zone? What happens when a soldier has to say goodbye to their dog? This is not just a story. This is a tribute, a heartbreak, a lesson, and above all, a reminder of how deeply animals become part of our souls, especially when the world around us is falling apart. In a dusty corner of a military base overseas, Corporal James Walker was assigned a new partner. Not a fellow soldier, not a commanding officer, but a four-legged, tail-wagging German shepherd named Roxy. She wasn't just any dog. Roxy was a trained military working dog, trained to detect explosives, read danger before it happens, and stay calm in moments when humans faltered. But to James, she quickly became more than just a tool of war. She became his heartbeat. On four paws, day after day, mission after mission, James and Roxy moved together like shadows. Where he walked, she followed. Where danger hid, she found it. When fear crept in, it was her calm gaze that brought him back. In war, trust is rare, but James trusted Roxy with his life, and she trusted him with hers. They didn't need words. A look, a nudge, a breath. That's all it took. They had each other. But nothing lasts forever, and deployments eventually come to an end. James' orders came in. He was going home, but Roxy wasn't. Military working dogs, even after years of service, don't always go with their handlers. Some continue to serve, others retire. But adoption isn't guaranteed, not even for those who risked everything together. James stood by Roxy's kennel the night before his flight. The base was quiet. The stars above looked down on a goodbye that words couldn't carry. He knelt down. Roxy sat, her head gently pressing into his chest. He whispered, "You saved me more times than I can count. I wish I could take you home." She didn't know what tomorrow meant, but she felt it. Dogs always do. There were no words, only a heavy silence filled with the weight of unspoken love. Military dogs are heroes. They're trained to serve, but they bond like family. Each year, thousands of handlers return home. Some are lucky. They adopt their partners. Others spend years navigating paperwork, waiting, hoping, and some never see their dog again. Behind every uniform is a heart, and behind many of those hearts is a dog. Weeks passed. James tried to settle back into civilian life, the normalcy of streets without landmines, skies without drones. But he often found himself reaching down instinctively, expecting Roxy by his side. Her absence was louder than any explosion he had heard, because sometimes what breaks a soldier is not the battlefield, it's what or who they leave behind. But this story doesn't end in silence. After 2 years, endless calls, and fighting a different kind of battle, James got the call. Roxy had retired. She was ready for a forever home. And her handler, he was waiting. The reunion at the airport didn't need fanfare, just a wagging tail and a soldier dropping to his knees in tears. Roxy leapt into his arms, older, slower, but still his girl. In that moment, time folded, war faded, and two souls who had only ever truly felt safe with each other were finally home together. Not every soldier gets that ending. Not every dog makes it home, but every bond formed in service lives on through memories, through scars, through a quiet glance between handler and dog that says, "We made it." When a soldier says goodbye to their dog, it's never truly goodbye. It's a promise, a hope, a love that defies words. Because some bonds are written not in commands or leashes, but in trust, in loyalty, and in the quiet, unconditional love that only a dog can give. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to honor those who serve, not just the ones in uniform, but the ones who walk beside them on four legs in silence. Thank you for watching. If you believe in the power of human-animal bonds, subscribe for more stories that celebrate loyalty, love, and healing. Until next time, take care of your heart and hug your pets a little tighter tonight.